Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, an Insight. Episode 87. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us now heed to what Baba expounded to that old lady, Radhabai Deshmukh, whom he lovingly addressed as Mother. Oh, Mother, I would go on looking affectionately at the face of the Guru day and night. I knew no hunger or thirst. My mind would get restless without the Guru. He was the only object of my meditation. I would have no other goal than him. He was daily the sole aim. The ways of the Guru are mysterious. This was the only expectation of my Guru. He did not desire anything more than this. He never disregarded me and always protected me from difficulties. The eye attains its significance only when the gaze is fixed on the Guru. He never disregarded me and always protected me from difficulties. Sometimes I would stay close to his feet and sometimes away from him. But I was never deprived of the closeness of his company. He looked after me with love and care, and Baba elucidated this subject by giving a beautiful analogy. Just as a female tortoise nurses her little ones by her look, my Guru did the same and looked after me. The loving glance of the mother tortoise is enough to make the young ones happy. And Mother, sitting in this masjid, whatever I tell you is truth. Please believe my words. My Guru never blew any secret mantra in my ear. Then how can I whisper into yours? The mother tortoise lives on one bank of the river and the children are on the other bank. Their rearing is done by the exchange of glances. Similarly, the devotee may be many thousands of miles apart from the Guru, but the Guru is ever concerned and thoughtful about his devotee. Similarly, the devotee is always engrossed in the thoughts of the Guru. So, the common aspect here is the thoughts, and through these thoughts, the Guru will guide the devotee to attain his spiritual goal. Wherefore the trouble of a mantra? So, from the above pronouncements, Baba had made it crystal clear to the old lady that he was ever immersed in the thoughts of his Guru and he meditated only upon him and nothing else. Hence, he also expected a similar practice from Radhabai Deshmukh and from all others. Hence, listeners, I urge you all to keep in mind that if we meditate upon Sadguru Sainath Maharaj with one-pointed devotion, that will be the highest dakshana that we might be offering at the lotus feet of our Guru. Mere submission of our thoughts to our Guru will bestow greater benefits. Baba says, regard me as the whole and soul. I will also regard you in the same way. His loving glance is ever fixed on his devotees. But unfortunately, our thoughts go wayward and are not completely focused on Baba. Still, The all-compassionate Mother, Sai Baba, showers his blessings upon us. If we can exercise control over our senses and direct it towards the Guru, then our spiritual progress will be rapid and successful. Baba is ever engrossed in our thoughts. Hence, as soon as we step on the holy soil of Shirdi and have a glimpse of his darshan, immediately peace permeates all over. We experience inner joy and our disturbed mind attains calmness, our prayers are answered, our health is restored, sufferings come to an end, and we feel that Baba has shouldered all our burdens upon him. We return home happily after our Shirdi pilgrimage. How is this feasible? This is because of the immense grace showered upon by our Guru Sainath Maharaj upon all those who take his darshan. There are various forms of Diksha, and Gurus and Yogis use a unique method of transferring their spiritual energy to their disciples. These methods are broadly classified into Sparsha Diksha, touching, Nayana Diksha, sight, and Manasa Diksha, thinking. It is also widely believed that a mantra, incantation, initiated by the Guru will have more power. After initiation, all the mistakes done by the disciples are taken by the Guru, that is, nullified by the divine power of the Guru. We have discussed in length upon the types of Diksha in the previous episodes. Baba adopts the method of his Guru and bestows Manasa Diksha to his children. Thus, boundless grace of Baba flows upon all those who visit Shirdi. He voluntarily draws us as that of a magnet to iron and showers his immense boons upon his children. Lord Dakshinamurti gives wisdom to his disciples this way. Similarly, when Dronacharya refused to teach Ekalavya, he learnt it by considering Drona as his guru in mind. And Drona did not know this until Ekalavya was confronted. Later, Ekalavya paid a heavy price as Guru Dakshina, which was his right thumb. Baba also expounded to Radhabai Deshmukh that it is not necessary to be well versed in the 6 Shastras, but to have unswerving faith on the Guru is enough, because a Guru is he who wards off evil and brings about good luck. Guru is the Trimurti incarnation, and he who knows him is the blessed one in all the 3 worlds. The old woman was spellbound listening to all the explanations. She was completely convinced, reverentially placing her head at the divine feet of Sri Sainath Maharaj, agreed to give up her fasting as intended by Baba. With this, Shama completed narrating the most enthralling Leela of Baba, changing the mind of Radhabai Deshmukh to Hemat Panji. Having heard this complete story, Hemat Panji was awestruck at the revelation of the true meaning and the propriety of it. Hemat Panji was choked with emotions and was stunned at the divine sport and the immaculate powers of Sai Baba. He completely understood the lesson that Baba imparted through this miracle. Seeing Hemat Panji's emotional state, Madhav Rao was surprised and asked, "Anna Sahib, why have you become sentimental and why are you quiet? There are innumerable such amazing Leelas of Baba. How many should I tell now?" Whereas Hemat Panji was unable to speak even a word as his heart was brimmed with emotions. Just then, they heard the bells ringing in Dwarakamai. So the time was 11:30 a.m. The bell proclaims that it is time for Madhyana Arati. Let me justify shortly how I guessed the time to be 11:30. So both Hemat Panji and Shyama decided to hurry to Dwarakamai for Arati. At the masjid, all the preparations were on full swing to commence the Arati. Women stood up in the masjid and the men remained below in the courtyard to participate in the noon Arati. There was a huge crowd at the gate of the courtyard near the steps, and both Hemat Panji and Shama could hardly find a spot to stand. The Arati had commenced and was reverberating to the skies with the accompaniment of auspicious instruments. The resounding of the temple bells and the hymns of the Arati were sung at the top of the voice heartily by the devotees. Babu Sahib Jog was performing the Arati to Sri Sainath Maharaj. Oh, what a divine splendor to behold! As the Sabha Mandap was overcrowded, I decided not to climb up the stairs, but to stay down, and as soon as the Arati gets over, Hemat Panji decided to go immediately and have darshan of Sai Baba. Whereas the next moment, Shama climbed up the steps and pulled Hemat Panji up by holding him by the hand and took him near Baba. Baba was seated on his asan and Jog was waving Arati to Baba. Shama managed to sit on the right side of Baba and made Hemat Panji to sit there facing Baba. Oh, it was a spectacular sight to observe the merciful, omnipotent, omnipresent, and the omniscient one. Just then, Baba looked at Hemat Panji and asked, "Give me the dakshana that you took from Shama." Immediately, Hemat Panji said, "Baba, Shama is here and he has given 15 namaskaras in lieu of dakshana and requested me to offer the same to you." Baba said, "Okay, now tell me, did you get a chance to talk with him? I am very keen to listen to the conversation that you both had. So tell me all that you both talked." Hemat Panji himself was eagerly waiting to share every part of the conversation with Baba. And now Baba himself had asked him for it. Hemat Panji's heart was bristled with joy and it was effortlessly flowing in the form of words through his lips and was directed to the divine feet of Sainath Maharaj. Ignoring the loud singing of Arati, he began to narrate. Until then, Baba was leaning against the bolster, moved a little forward to listen to Hemat Panji, and he also bowed forward and began to speak thus. "Baba, the satsang I had with Shama was mind-boggling. Particularly, the story of Radhabai Deshmukh was enlightening, and as Shama narrated the whole episode under the pretext of the story, I could perceive that you have blessed me abundantly, Baba. I was baffled at your skill in imparting wisdom to my confused and restless mind." Now Baba asked, "Is that so? Then tell me what was the story. Narrate it completely and tell me which part of the story you felt was connected to you and how it turned to be a blessing for you." As the story got etched in the heart of Hemat Panji, he recalled it in no time and illustrated the same to Baba. Baba listened to the whole narration and said, "Always keep the story in your mind," and said, "How sweet is this story which I just heard. Isn't this a remarkable story? Did you catch the purport of the story? Are you satisfied with the narration?" Hemat Panji responded thus, "Oh, the most compassionate Sai, I got my lesson and understood the right path. Upon which Baba said, "My ways are unfathomable. If you can imbibe the lesson of this one story, it will be highly beneficial to you. True knowledge of the Atman is to be desired the most, and dhyana is essential for this. During dhyana, one merges with the Atman, which leads to quietening of desire. Detach your mind from the object of senses and concentrate on that all-pervading power. Your meditation will be successful and you will achieve the goal. Meditate always on my formless nature, which is knowledge incarnate, consciousness and bliss. If you cannot visualize that, then follow the physical image of mine. Bring my image from head to foot in front of your mind's eye day and night. When you will thus concentrate on me, the functions of your mind will unite and the distinction between the meditator, the act of meditation, and the object meditated upon will vanish. Once this trinity disappears, the person doing the dhyana will reach that supreme energy. This is the goal of dhyana. You will then be one with Brahman. As Baba pronounced these caring and insightful words, the Madhyana Arati also came to an end, and all those assembled hailed in unison, Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. And it was time to distribute prasad to the devotees. And that day, Jog brought a handful of sugar candy and gave it to Baba. Immediately, Baba handed over the palm full of sugar candy to Hemat Panji and said, "Your state of mind will be like this sugar, if you remember this story. Just as this lump of sugar is sweet, your cravings will be satisfied. You will truly prosper, and your heart's desire will be fulfilled." Immediately, Hemat Panji humbly placed his head at the lotus feet of Baba and said, "Baba, your blessings are enough for me. Only grant me this favor. Take care of me." Baba uttered these kind words. Listen to the story, repeat it, recite it always, remember it and concentrate, so that the essence of happiness will appear. If you keep in mind whatever you have heard, the mine of your welfare will be opened and your sins will be washed away. Though Hemat Panji has titled this chapter as favor that was bestowed on me, Baba has not only favored the author of Sri Sai SATCHARITRA through this chapter, but distinctly asserted to all his devotees that there is no higher sadhana than meditating upon the Guru, and by always remembering the Guru, one can attain the supreme goal of life. Devotees, I have hinted to you that I shall share some intrinsic details about the time 11:30 and about Shyama's house and its structure. We shall heed to those interesting facts in the coming episodes, along with many profound leelas of our Sadguru Sainath Maharaj. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.